07 Commanders, that was pretty dramatic, wasn't it? That was the first...
The carrier has arrived at Dumbu. XV-EE D11-4877.
Right, we have arrived. We are 07 Lars, welcome mate. We have arrived at Dumbledore, wherever that is. We have 6 more jumps to get to Sagittarius A. There will be in-flight entertainment, of course. So let's go to the game, of course. As you do. That's not the game, Gav. That's the game. There it is. Right, so what we want to do is we want to determine what our next jump is. And we are going to bring up the fleet carrier route. So we are at Dumbui XV-E D11-4877. Where currently there's a cooldown for about 3 minutes, so we will do that. But while we do that, we'll determine where we're going tonight, what the track is. Now we can look at the second monitor. So we've made it to Dumbledore, Dumbui. So we've made it there. We're going to Zuni next. Zuni, WE-R C4 TAC 3225. So we're just going to click on that one, and we will open the galaxy map up in the minute when the cooldown has happened. As you can see, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps, which is, what's that, 4 jumps an hour and a half roughly of jumping time tonight. Then we can have a look at Sagittarius A. There's also about 3 light years away from Sagittarius A, and I hope my fleet carrier doesn't get sucked into the black hole. About 3.66 light years away, there is a station that was created by players as part of the Distant Suns 2 mission. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, we should be able to land at a base right next to Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole at the centre of the Milky Way Galaxy. So that's what's going down. I'm excited if you're excited. Of course you're excited. You wouldn't be here otherwise, would you? All right, fantastic. Stones, morning to you too, mate. There's a salute right off the cuff. Yeah, we're here for fun times. There will be in-flight entertainment. Now, Ben, who hopefully will turn up today, said he wanted to learn about how to make cheddar cheese. So one of the in-flight movies will be yours truly making a farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns. It's one of my very first videos, so that should be interesting. We'll have a look at that. So in between each jump, there's a 3-minute cooldown for the engines to do whatever they do. We've got enough tritium, but it's only going to take 515 tons of tritium to get to Sagittarius A today. We've already done 1 jump, so we've got heaps in the tank. We got 838 units, plus in the carrier itself. Can I see? Can we look at the commodities? If we go to manage market, if we have a look at what we got, so tritium, we've got 1,225 tons still in the cargo hold. So we've got that there as well. Apparently, when Agincourt gets to Sagittarius A, we're going to fill up. They've got 5,000 more tons for me. So I will then pop that in and we'll go to... Then we're going to spend 2 days at Sagittarius A. And then we're going to go to Colonia, which I think is 2 sets of 11 jumps. So, whew, that's going to be massive. Alright, so cooldown should have happened. There we go. And then you can hear the doggos in the background barking at cats. Right, so we're going to Zuni. And we're zipping away. There we go. There's Zuni, just there. Set the carrier destination. Very cool. So we're going to
Fleet
Zuni.
carrier jump to Zuni WRC Forge 3225. Near Zuni WRC Forge 3225 has now been initiated.
Okay, so we're going to Zuni. That's going to happen in 15 minutes. After this jump, there'll be 762 tons of tritium. So that's very cool. So let's just have a look at the galaxy map. And I'll show you how close we actually are. So that's where the jump, that's the jump we're going to now. Sagittarius A, somewhere in there. We're getting close. Apparently all these markers Ben told me last night, and it's very bright, the galaxy map. As you can see, we're right in the center of the galaxy. All these flags are black holes that the squadron has found, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, they put little markers, squadron markers, where all these black holes are. Anyway, we're going to Zuni in a second. So let's go and sit back, relax, have a chitty chat. Okay, where am I going? There we are. So 14 minutes to go, roughly. Cool. So this was... It's not going to be that exciting tonight. We're streaming because I want to see... I want the look on my face when we get to Sagittarius A. Ever since I've been playing the game, I've heard of this mystical place. I don't think it's that mystical. It's the center of the galaxy, I suppose. I've never seen a black hole, what it looks like. So, as long as we don't get sucked into it, that's always an issue, I suppose. So we'll make sure that we're all good there. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Like a road trip. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, so much fun. Let's find something to watch. I'm bored already. I'll tell you, what do kids do before we had those little little TV screens in the back of the chairs? Alright, what are we doing? That's what I'm looking for. Looking for some TV action. What am I looking for? Now, I don't know where... oops, I don't have permission. Switch account. Oh, don't do that, you stupid machine. Don't mind me, I'm just playing around with stuff, trying to get a video up. Wrong channel, Gav. Pick the right channel. Farmhouse, cheddar. Oh, there it is. What a classic. That's not the droids I'm looking for. Why can't I show it? Oh, don't. Don't. Computer says no. Right. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Right. Hopefully we're able to hear that. What we can't hear is system. How long does this video go for? 20 minutes. Okay, can I skip ahead? I really shouldn't. Is there a taste test at the end? Oh, he's a good looking bloke. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is Farmhouse Cheddar. Hopefully Ben will see it on the replay. We'll go from there. Good looking cheese. It's a Farmhouse Cheddar with peppercorns. I don't even know.
Welcome to another cheese tutorial. This time it's Farmhouse Cheddar, and I've added in some peppercorns as well. So first of all, you can see the ingredient list there. And then we set up all our equipment. We've made sure it was sterilised. All the metal objects I sterilised for 15 minutes in the pot, and we boiled it up. And there's the pot there, ready to add the milk. And I see I've got it on a double boiler. And here is my new curd cutter to make it easy to cut the horizontal parts of the curd. Makes it nice and easy.
God, how old's this video?
So we add the milk. So I'm using 8 litres of milk there.
We are 8 litres. That's pasteurised homogenised milk, if anybody's asking.
And we turn the heat on there. And we're heating that up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 33 degrees Celsius. So at this stage we can add the first ingredient. Now, because I'm using homogenised milk, I need to add calcium chloride. Now, I didn't put this in the ingredient list because if you're using normal pasteurised farm bought milk, then you can simply skip this stage and just heat the milk up as I said. So stir that in well and keep on heating the milk. So watch the thermometer all the time because it can get away from you. Now the milk's at the right temperature and we add in the starter culture. So we stir that in well. So I stir for about a minute, minute and a half.
Nice stirring.
So now we let that rest. We pop the lid back on and it rests for 45 minutes. And that ripens the milk.
Very nice. Nice flour.
So now we can add the pepper water. And I'll talk about the pepper water in a second. Basically, you can see that little pot there on the top left-hand corner. All I did was boil up a tablespoon of peppercorns, red peppercorns, with half a cup of water for 15 minutes. then strained it off, and then the strained water we add in next to add a bit of flavour to the milk.
Spicy goodness.
There we go. Stir that all the way through. And now we can add the rennet, whether it be liquid rennet or a tablet, and both dissolved or both with a quarter of a cup of water added to it. That water's non-chlorinated, so it can be tap water, rainwater, or filtered spring water. So stir that very well, but no more than a minute because it'll start to set.
And no splashing the milk. Tell you what, this is one of my very first, earliest videos.
So that's enough stirring.
Can't believe how bad his narration is. That's me 15 years ago. Ah well, I got better with age, so they say.
Alright, now that's enough stirring.
Enough stirring.
So put the lid on, keep it warm still, so that stays at the 33 degrees Celsius the whole time.
I got a foolproof
So we'll wait
cottage
another
cheese
45
recipe
minutes,
for you,
set to
Lars.
set. And what we do now,
We can
is
show that in the
we're
in-flight
going to
entertainment
check
as well.
for what's known as a clean break. There we go, the milk splits under my finger. The finger's nice and clean. And now we cut the curds. Now this is where we use the curd cutter that my friend Dave from Manitoba, Canada sent me.
Who
So here we
passed
go,
away.
it's the first test.
Yes,
And all I'm doing is
about 5 years ago he
swinging that
passed away.
round 360 degrees, and
I
that's
salute
cutting the curd horizontally. Now I'll still have to cut the curd vertically with a knife, but
Yes,
it's
we will.
an easy job. This makes it so easy.
You don't have
Go
to use
pull
one
it
of these
straight
things, by the way.
Give it a tap and then wash them with a tap later on.
That's my son singing in the background. I don't know why I didn't mute all
I'm
this.
Cutting the curd vertically now, and we're making it into 1 centimetre cubes or half-inch cubes.
There we go. Cutting the curds. Better than cutting the cheese. Oh well. I had to throw that in there.
So cutting the curd takes a little while, but that's okay.
It is okay.
So I've got the pot back on top of the double boiler again,
Extreme close up.
and now let's see if the curd cutter worked. Oh, look at those beautiful
Oh,
cubes.
look
Fantastic.
at that.
And now we're going to heat the milk up to 38 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And while we're doing that, we do that over a period of 30 minutes. So we're heating it up as we're stirring to make sure that the curds don't mat.
Oh, that wasn't the cheese.
So we're all
Yes.
stirred. You can see that the curds,
Oh, nice.
curd
They
cubes
shrunk.
are a lot smaller now that I've been stirring gently, and that the whey is now yellow. So that's a good indication that you've done everything right.
Nice. Get the curds off the spoon. Better.
So we're going to let that rest now, so that the curds all sink to the bottom.
10 minutes later. Oh,
So
add
you
in the
can see
SpongeBob
the
parts.
whey is quite yellow. There's a little bit of curd floating on top, but not much. And now we're going to pour it or drain it out.
Oh, with sound effects.
So you notice there's not many curds coming out until we can see a big curd mass right at the bottom. Makes it so much easier to pour out. So all we're doing is pouring that into a cheesecloth lined colander.
And splashing everywhere, by the way.
I'm hoping not to get it everywhere. just get the rest out with our hands.
Very nice. Right, we're going to have to pause the in-flight entertainment. Boop. Paused. And back to the carrier jump. There we are. Only 1 minute to go. That's where all the magic happens, at about 1 minute. And then after this, we've got 5 more jumps to go. And then, of course, we'll keep going with the cheese video. There we go. Spinning up the frame shift drive. All the excitement. Engage. Go, Jean-Luc. We're off. Love a good hyperspace jump. Nothing quite like it, you know. And we're nearly there. Oh, we're there, I think.
The fleet carrier has arrived at Zuni, WE-R C4-3225.
Nice. Nothing like a good Zuni. Right. So we can look at the map again. And we want to look at... Oh, doesn't that look pretty? We're getting very close to the center. We're going to go to navigation. So we've got 3 minutes of cooldown time. Where we're going to go next, we're going to, so we got to Zuni, tick. Oh, we've done that one too. We're going to Zuni OH-O, or TACO. So that's where we're going next. And then there's another Zuni, different sector name. And then my Relec, and then another my Relec, and then Sagittarius A. Excellent. Okay, so that's all good. So let's pick out the Zuni coordinate there. Take that very much. Thank you very much. And back to there so we can see what we're doing. And waiting the 2 minutes. Hope everybody's day's been good. Oh, I didn't see that last bit, Lars, where you said my attempts at yogurt making worked well. Yes, yogurt is pretty simple to make, easy enough. Usually overnight, and it's ready to go. As long as you just have to keep it warm. That's all. And by keeping it warm, it helps the lactic bacteria chew through the lactose, which is the milk sugar, and turn that into acid. And then the acid is the stuff that sets the curd for the yogurt. So, as long as you keep the yogurt warm, you're laughing. But we can show a cottage cheese tutorial if you like, Lars. It took me ages to get it right, and then once I made it, oh, it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious, and better than your store-bought cottage cheese, I tell you. Shit's all over it. So yeah, it was really good. So if you're up for that, Lars, I'm happy to show that. One of the in-flight entertainments. But until that time, we will pop the other video back. Once we've put the coordinates in and we've hit the jump button, we've got about 10-15 minutes left of the farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns. One of my very earliest cheese making tutorials, so all good fun. And with a minute to go, we're nearly ready to put the coordinates in. And I think I will need a coffee after this, during this jump. So the captain go get a coffee. Hopefully, where's his steward? That's what we need. Best in-flight entertainment. And thank you, mate. Appreciate it. You know, here's a funny story. Oh no, we'll do that after the jump. It's a great story. Yeah. Talking about in-flight entertainment. It's cheese related too, so it's even better. Right, 8 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1. And cooldown complete. Right, so open the galaxy map. Put in the next coordinate for the second Zuni. There we go. And that should just Zuni off. No pun intended. Set carrier destination. And there we go. We're going to Zuni, the second Zuni.
Fleet carrier jump to Zuni QHQB 32-100 near Zuni QHQB 32-100 has now been initiated.
Alright, very cool. So we go to Zuni, and what we want is to continue with the entertainment. I'll tell you. Oh no, I'll tell you the joke first. We did the full talking ahead. Way back when, I actually had a guy buy some stuff from me, cheese making equipment and cultures and stuff, all the way from Malta, you know, in the Mediterranean Sea. And he told me he actually came to Australia because his uncle lives here, so he came and he actually came to visit me. So how cool's that? And then he was telling me a story that he went to Italy, and he went to this cheese shop, and in the cheese shop on the telly behind the counter, they were actually playing my cheese making videos from the Gavin Weber Cheese channel. That blew me away. I thought that was hilarious. So they would have been in English, I don't know, because they didn't have auto dubbing back then. That's only a recent thing in 2025, but yeah, it would have been in English, but they would have had the volume turned down, I'm sure, and had Italian subtitles on. But yeah, that's hilarious. So anyway, back to the in-flight entertainment. This is farmhouse peppercorns with, farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns. So back to the full screen. Here we go. Curds are draining, by the way.
So now we're going to tie the cheesecloth up into a bag.
Yes, Keith, international
tie
star.
for an hour.
So we're going to hang
Some
the
cheesemakers
doing the
use a little
bag.
hook, but I find just this method is quite simple.
All right. Now I need some way to hang that up.
Bring it over to our
There
pole
it
and
is.
A couple of chairs. I find this quite easy in the kitchen.
Broomstick.
And just thread the pole through the bag
He's got to figure it out.
without the knot coming undone. So I have to retie that again.
Nice one.
There we go.
2 minutes later. Right.
So now we thread the pole through the bag.
Oh, that makes me want to go to the
and
toilet.
we hang it up, and you can probably hear all of the
The
whey
whey.
draining out. And make sure, I always put another double knot at the top. Last thing you want is your bag of curds falling into the draining pot and making a mess everywhere.
Indeed. Now you don't have to do anything fancy like this. I've got a stainless steel hook now that I just
So we'll let that drain for an hour,
I
whole
just
60 minutes.
hook it over a
And you can
little
see
hanger I've got in the
there
kitchen
that,
now.
There's hardly any whey coming out at all.
Hardly
A
any.
couple of drips here and there.
Drip, drip. Sounds like an old bloke trying to go to the
Take
toilet.
the bag of
Oh, that's
curds
me.
over to the sink.
Anyway, an hour. What was it?
Open
An
that
hour.
up now.
Nice. Yeah, wash your hands, Gav. I'm glad I got better studio lights now. It's a bit dark. Right, tip the whey out. You can use that if you want. It's good on the tomatoes.
You can't really use
your
that,
tomato
reuse
plants?
that way because it's got that pepper water in it.
Oh,
So I don't
pepper
think it
water.
tastes very nice in a cake or anything.
Oh, of course it would.
So we undo our bag and we've got a nice big curd mass.
Nice. There it is.
Quite tight, quite firm.
Toit.
So what we have to do now is we need to mill the cheese. And milling simply means breaking it up into smaller bits so that we can mix things into it. So we're going to break it up into walnut size or thumb size pieces, and that takes little time, so I've sped that up.
And I'm glad you did. I can feel my arthritic thumbs hurting now, 15 years later. Oh, I can imagine. Oh, that's. There's actually a machine called a peg mill, that you put your curd in and you can actually rotate the handle and it breaks it up into bits like this. But that's commercial cheesemakers use that. I don't have a peg mill. I have thumbs, allegedly. There we go. Look at that, all done. What a nice man.
So here we go, we've finished that.
Oh, he's
Now what
wearing
we're
a
gonna
copper
do is
bracelet.
salt the
Where's my
curds.
copper bracelet?
And we're going to add the peppercorns to it.
Right.
So there's the peppercorns that were cooked for 15 minutes in the half a cup of water. And then we're adding our 2 tablespoons of salt.
2 tablespoons. Very
And we
good.
mix that up well.
Go the salt. Salt's very important in cheese, by the way. It stops the... yeah, there's a carrier jump in the middle of a cheese making session. Come on.
So now that's mixed all the way through, and you've distributed the peppercorns all the way through as well.
Nice.
And we're going to fill up the mould next.
I was using
Just,
red peppercorns.
Line it with the cheesecloth that you use to drain the cheese with. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no beasties on it.
No beasties. And yeah, so the red peppercorns I find are better for this cheese. The black ones are a little bit too hard. The red ones you can buy in a jar. They're in a little
So this takes a little
brine.
while. You're just packing it in, making sure that the peppercorns are distributed evenly through the cheese as well. It's not too hard.
It's not. It's
So
not
you're
hard.
packing it in with your
He
fist.
knows. This
Not
bloke.
too hard, but you know,
This
just enough
bloke
that you're
knows.
leveling it out. You've got to make room for all of the cheese, all of the curds in there.
All the cheeses. I'm going to have to make another one of these. This video is too old. Stir curd cheddar is so easy and it's so tasty as well.
There you go, all full now.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down. It's going on my list. Farmhouse cheddar.
So now we're going to press the cheese. It's first pressing. So we put the edge of the cheesecloth over the top of the cheese, and then put the follower on top. The follower is just a little plastic thing the same size as the basket that you put it into.
There you go. It's
Now
on
I
my
use a
list.
50-pound spring to help me gauge what the pressure is.
I do.
So fully closed, it means it's at 50 pounds or 22 kilos. So pop that in.
I've been using this same press, yeah, for about
Now
15
the first
years.
pressing is only light. You're only trying to form the cheese so you can pull it out and turn it over later. So it's at 10 pounds or about 4.5 kilos, 5 kilos for 10 minutes. So you just leave that.
Lockdown in 5 minutes. Curd nerds.
And you come back in 10 minutes.
10 minutes later.
Take it out, turn it over.
See how the springs expanded? Because it's pushed it down. Should get that tap out the way, shouldn't I?
Now it's a little bit fiddly.
Oh, all the rookie mistakes.
So sped this part up.
Now you got to be really
You've got to
careful.
be very careful because
I
it's
said
only
that.
just holding together.
It is.
So
That's a
turn it
big
over,
cheese.
Pop it back in the mould again. This time we're going to press it a little bit harder.
That's what she said.
20 pounds of pressure, so on my little spring, or 9 kilos. Just down about halfway, what looks like halfway anyway. There we go, so we'll leave that for another 10 minutes.
Thanks, Stones. Yes, I do live on the other side of the world.
So we take that out, turn it over again. And the final pressing.
But I do have lots of students who have learnt how to make cheese
It's quite a good lump.
from my
It's
channel.
not too difficult to handle. Now.
in
firm.
the UK and Europe. They write to me all the time. I get emails every day saying thank you for all
So
the
just
great
put the edge
videos
over
and all
again,
that sort of
and
stuff.
put the follower on top. And this time we're going to press it a lot heavier weight this time.
Even folks from
There we go.
Wales.
22 kilos, or close the spring right up, 50 pounds for
Anyone in
12
Denmark?
hours.
Yes.
So, you're doing this last thing at night. And the next step will happen in the morning.
I had a guy in near the border of Denmark and Germany who,
So
on the
the
Denmark
50 pound
side,
spring is
used to
closing
buy
all the way
cheese
up.
making supplies all the way from Australia.
Not a lot
Another
of way coming
guy
out, but,
in
this
Copenhagen,
makes the cheese form.
he buys supplies from
hard.
me still to this day. So, yeah, there's a couple I know of. I keep in touch with
So
about every
the
6
press
months.
now. This is the next day.
Next day, nice. Oh, bit squeaky.
That's quite a firm mass.
Oh, bit stuck.
So make sure that I've sprayed my hands with vinegar again. That's just normal white vinegar. But make sure there's no foreign moulds on my hand. I don't want to get contaminating the cheese any.
Don't want any foreign moulds.
So we pop that out of the cheesecloth. Put that to one side.
What's Keith said there? Cheddar is 20 miles away by road, but 20 miles
It's
is
actually
by
got a
the
little
cow
bit of a
flies.
jagged edge on top.
Oh, it's
so
on the other
what
side
we'll
of the
do now
Bristol
is we'll
Channel.
Trim that off.
I've been to Cheddar.
So it's easier to wax the cheese later on. So we've just got a really sharp knife. We're just cutting that little bit off that edge off.
Wax on
out
or
of
wax
the mould.
off. That curds tastes really nice too, by the way. Because remember, the cheese is salted now as well. So you got salty and peppery cheese curds. So it's really
Just
nice.
makes a good shape for the cheese.
Yeah.
As I said, it assists you when you need to wax it later on.
Yep. Papa curd gets the extra curds on the side. Very nice. Lovely looking cheese. There you go. Keep those. Don't throw them away.
And you can see the peppercorns are nicely distributed throughout.
They are.
Now we're going to dry the cheese and we're going to pop it on a wooden board. I put it on top of a sushi mat as well. This helps it drain. And basically what we're trying to do is form a rind on it now. Now to keep
where's
the
my
little
umbrella?
beasties away. And we have insects that may fly around. So I put a little bit of a fine
Bloody-
weave muslin over the top.
Don't do that anymore. I
That
got
helps it,
proper food
protects it.
umbrellas. You know, the ones you
while
use
it's
at
drying.
picnics
It
and
can
stuff
dry
like
out
that.
here from between 2 to sometimes even 7 days, depends on how hot it is.
About 2 days.
The hotter it is, the quicker it is. So you want it to has a nice yellow rind on it, as you can see there. Once the yellow rind is all over and it's damp to it's very dry to touch, then we can then wax the cheese. So I leave it for about 7 days, and there's the cheese waxed, and this is the end of the video. So we age it for about 2 months.
Nice. And you can buy the kit Hard cheese kit.
Thanks for checking out my farmhouse cheddar tutorial.
Yay! There you go. Thank you very much. Back to the carrier. Making all sorts of noises there. So that was the farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns. I tell you what, delightful. And you know, I didn't film a taste test back in those days when I was making those videos. How old was it? Let me know. When did I make it? 14 years ago that video was made. Oh, I'll tell you what, crazy. So I think it's time for an update. I do love a good farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns, and I've actually got a medley of peppercorns that I've just used for the marinated goat's cheese. Oh yeah. Stone says, so the easiest cheese to make is an absolute beginner. It's got to be mozzarella. Question mark, question mark. No, it's not. It's an intermediate cheese, mozzarella. Very difficult to get the pH right of the milk. And I can actually show you one of those too. So what have we got lined up so far? Somebody wanted, Lars wanted cottage cheese. Cottage cheese. And what's Stone's looking for? Mozzarella. Quick mozzarella will do. Yeah, we can do that. I got a video on that too, saying it's not a beginner's cheese. So let's do that, shall we? So that's the next two videos for the in-flight entertainment. Let's just jump the carrier first. Wife and I have been to Gouda in the Netherlands and have seen the cheeses row upon row. Yes, I've actually seen... I went to Edam and saw how they made Edam cheese as well, and then we went to Gouda and saw the how they made Gouda as well. It's bloody delightful, so nice, and their cheeses are delightful too.
Attention, counting down to jump.
We are 7. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Jean-Luc Picard. Go. Captain, Commander, Kurd Nerd, Admiral of his carrier. Stone says, I love cottage cheese as well. Eat cottage cheese at least 4 times a week. Very nice indeed. You guys are in the heart of some of the best cheese making country in the world, you know. Taught them a few things, did I? No. I visited them before I learnt how to make cheese. I didn't know how to make cheese back in when did I go to Europe? 1987. Oh, and we have arrived. 1987 I was in Europe. Been a while since then.
The fleet carrier has arrived at Zuni, QH-Q B32-100.
We have. Reactivating services. Okay, so we can now go to carrier management again. So we've got a 3-minute cooldown. Let's have a look at the next place we're going to. Okay, on screen number 2. So we got to Zumi OH. Did we? Hang on, let me just confirm that. Oh, sorry, we're at Zuni QHQ. QHQ. That's the one. So we've arrived there. Tick. And we're going to Zuni UC TAC Z. Z. Yeah, Z. We say Z in Australia. Yeah, don't get confused with the American version. Alright, so we'll copy that. And we'll go back to the game and we can do the Zuni in a minute. So after cooldown. So yeah, so when this the Maltese guy, his name's Charles by the way, this is the guy I was telling you that he told me when he went to the Italian cheese shop and I was playing in the background. He said, because he recognised the video, because he said he only just saw it when he left Malta, because he was trying to learn how to make it. And I've actually made this Maltese cheese called Jbenyat Tal Bazar, and which is a small peppered cheese that's sometimes soaked in vinegar and then stored in, can be stored in oil, sometimes brine, sometimes they even store it just in vinegar, like white vinegar, right? And he was telling me that my recipe was fairly spot on. He actually went to a dairy producer on the island of Malta, and told me that, yeah, that's the way I did it was fairly close to the way they did it in Malta. So I was quite proud of that. So yeah, and he's a good bloke. So Charles was his name. If you ever meet him, if you go to Malta, look up Charles. and tell him Gav sent you. So yeah, he's actually a sculptor of all things, a sculptor cheesemaker. So very cool. But shout out to Charles if you're watching, mate. I doubt it. He's probably not watching this channel. So there you go. There's a cheese story for. I got hundreds of cheese stories. People visit me all the time, especially customers. And they go, where do you film the videos? So I bring them out here to the studio where I am, and we talk about cheese. And I've even had, I'll tell you this story. This is a great story. We'll do that. We'll do that after the jump. Yeah, so cool. So I remember the name. I'll remember it in a minute. So many happy times. Cheese making makes me so happy. Today I put the finishing touches on the marinated goat's feta, and I'll bring a jar out in a minute. I'll show you part of the in-flight entertainment, show and tell cheese. All right, so we are 210. Right, let's put in the next coordinate. Zuni UC. That's the one. It wouldn't work if it didn't. There you go. So that's 499.54 light years away. The stars are getting so close together now. That is incredible. So let's go.
Fleet carrier jump to Zuni UCZ C27-3500 near Zuni UCZ C27-3500A has now been initiated.
It has too. And okay, so we won't tick that just yet. All right, so story time. There was this guy approached me. His name's Jeff, and he approached me. He sent me an email. Says, I want to propose to my fiance. We both love making cheese. We've just found your cheese making channel, and I was wondering if you could do a cheese making course in your kitchen for two, and I'll then propose to her. And I went, holy shit! All right, yeah, why not? I'm in for it. So he paid for the course. It wasn't like for free or anything. So he paid me for my time to make the cheese. So we did that was nearly a 2-hour cheese making course. They learned how to make halloumi, how to make paneer, and I think we even did some quick mozzarella. So that was really cool. So it was Jeff and Heidi. Was his girlfriend at the time. And then we had Cheese and Nibblies over in the studio where I am now. Just as just a bit of a snack after the course, after the pretend course. And then I had cameras set up everywhere. I asked Jeff, and he said, "Yeah, that's no problems." So I had cameras set up everywhere, and then he proposed to her. It was so cool. I've got a video. It's on the channel. You go to the Gavin Wen channel. There's the proposal video. So good. And then. So they got engaged, and they're now married. They invited us to their wedding, but I was too sick, unfortunately, to go along. I think I think I couldn't walk or something like that at the time, but can now. Not too bad now. But yeah, it was so funny. And we've seen them both since. Lovely people. They keep bringing us gifts all the time, like little preserves and hot sauces and stuff, and I give them cheese, so that's good. Anyway, that's my Jeff and Heidi Jeff and Heidi a story where they got engaged after a cheese making workshop, so that was cool. Alright, so we're going to dig up, we're looking for what we're looking for? Cottage cheese.
Well, g'day Curd Nerds. Today we're making
No, we're not. We're not making Colwick. We're making cottage cheese. Let's go over to the In-Flight Entertainment channel. Cottage cheese. The secret to making perfect cottage cheese at home. 15 minutes. 71,000 views. I think this is the video. This is the one.
MO30.
Oh,
1/8 of a teaspoon.
hey, don't bloody get too excited. Here
G'day
we go.
Curd Nerds. Today
G'day,
I'm going
Curd
to
Nerds.
convert 4 litres of milk into my nemesis cheese, cottage cheese.
Oh, see what I did there?
Well, cottage cheese, as we've seen in other videos where I've tried to make cottage cheese before, usually I fail miserably. But today is different. We haven't failed at all. We've managed to create some amazing cottage cheese that tastes like the real deal, or even better actually than the creamed cottage cheese that you buy in the supermarkets. So cottage cheese, it's been produced for thousands of years. It even dates back to Homer and the Iliad, where the Cyclops in his cave made a form of cottage cheese by storing milk in stomachs of animals. Good old Polyphemus the Cyclops.
Polyphemus.
So, cottage cheese is very simple to make. I've cobbled together a recipe using a few versions, and thankfully it all worked out. It does use a little bit of rennet. I used full cream milk in this version. Cottage cheese is sometimes made with skimmed milk, has a lot less fat, but this one tastes really good. So this is undressed at the moment, but before I show you dressing the cottage cheese to make it a little bit creamier, I'm going to show you how I made this bowl of cottage cheese in my very own kitchen.
So first of all, don't forget to sanitize all of your equipment and lay it out on a clean tea towel.
Nice.
Today I'm using milk by Inglenook Dairy.
I am. They even sponsored the video. Good if you can get it.
So the ingredients for cottage cheese is 4 litres or 1 gallon of whole cow's milk. I've used pasteurised unhomogenised. 1/16 of a teaspoon of MA11 or MO30. 1/8 of a teaspoon or 0.75 millilitres of calcium chloride diluted in 1/4 of a cup of non-chlorinated water. 1/4 of a teaspoon of single strength rennet. I'm using IMCU 200 strength diluted in 1/4 of a cup of non-chlorinated water. 1/2 a teaspoon of cheese salt and 4 tablespoons of pure cream. So
cream.
pour all the milk into your pot and start the heating process.
Very cool. That thing there is a precision cooker.
So we're going to
They
heat
use
the
for
milk to
sous
30
vide cooking.
degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's fairly close, so we can proceed.
Nice.
Then add the calcium chloride solution and give that a good stir through.
Yes, I did leave Agincourt Stone. Sorry, I just saw your message, mate.
I'm stirring for about a
might
minute there.
disembark and start exploring
And
all
then
the way to
add the
Sagittarius.
culture.
It's 4,500
Sprinkle that over the top.
Oh no, it's about 4,000. No,
and
mate,
give it
no.
a stir to
3,500
incorporate it
light
into
years.
the milk. Then
We'll
allow
all be
the
there.
milk to ripen for 30 minutes.
There you go. Ripen the milk.
So 30 minutes later, give it a good stir to stir the cream back in if you're using unhomogenised milk. Just
Which I
a quick
was.
check of the temperature to make sure it's okay. And yep,
hovering around 30 Celsius, which is good, or 86 Fahrenheit. Now we're going to add the rennet solution. So pour that into the milk whilst you're stirring it, and then stir for no more than 1 minute, or it'll start to set. Pop the lid back on, and we're going to allow that to set for 45 minutes. This is an estimate. We'll see what happens. So 45 minutes later, check for a clean break. Doggos are chasing cats. And that's fairly sloppy. It wasn't very clean at all. So if it's not set, allow it to rest for another 15 minutes. And then we're going to check it again. Yeah, Stone, some people just use a plastic container. 15 minutes later, a big one that they put their pot in. A clean break in a different spot. And just put their... And that's still a bit too sloppy for my liking. They're sous vide on the lid back on side of the plastic container again for another 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 more minutes. Too sloppy. So 15 minutes later, let's check for the clean break again. It's a bit like Groundhog Day. Again. And that's much better, much cleaner, nice clean break. Big thumbs up by Gav there. He knows what he's doing. Cut the curds into 1.5 centimetre or 3/4 of an inch cubes. So use my curd harp to do the horizontals, and then we're going to do the verticals with the curd knife. Big chunks. As close to that measurement as you can. We allow the curds to heal for 5 minutes. Very nice. So 5 minutes later. So to avoid fracturing, just gently stir the curds. And if there are any large pieces of curds, then just cut them with the side of the stainless steel spoon. Nice solid curd cubes. So now we're going to raise the temperature of the curds to 46 degrees Celsius or 114.8 Fahrenheit over the period of 90 minutes. So initially set your timer, and then every 5 minutes we're going to stir to prevent the matting of the curds. So the curds generally stick together. So this is after 30 minutes of stirring. This is kind of what it looks like. Got an hour of stirring to go. Just a quick check of the temperature, it's okay. So this is after an hour, so there's 30 minutes to go, and you can see that the size of the curd is about the size of a baked bean. Just checking the temperature, and we're fairly close to the 46 Celsius. So after the time has elapsed, you can see it kind of looks like cottage cheese, which is what we're trying to achieve here today. Nice. So remove the heat. If you're using a sous vide like me, just turn it off, pull the water out and remove the device, the precision cooker. Yeah, this pot is 10 litres. So once it's at the target temperature, then rest the curds for about 5 minutes. Let them all sink to the bottom. So after 5 minutes, it should have sunk to the bottom. Then we're going to transfer the curds into a cheesecloth lined colander. I'm using a loose weave cheesecloth there. Seemed to work okay. And then just pour all the curds out in one big lump. See, normally if you didn't do that stirring every 5 minutes... So allow that to drain for 5 minutes. All the curds had mat together into a single mass. What we want is them loose. So 5 minutes later, for the cottage cheeses, we're going to transfer the contents of the cheesecloth into the pot. Bloop. And they should be fairly dry-ish. So break up the curds with your hands into small pieces. It was fairly... They just broke apart. You'll find it breaks up quite easy. It did. Now we're going to add the salt, so half a teaspoon. And then mix the salt through the curds. Cottage cheese is not overly salty, so that's why I chose half a teaspoon. Seemed to work okay. Now what you can do now is you can, once you've stirred it through, is just taste and then adjust the salt if necessary. Now nice. I found that was quite good. That was perfect. Nice curds. So now I'm going to place the curds into a a bowl, an airtight container for storage in the fridge. So just pour your curds out, your cottage cheese. It's kind of what it is now. There you go. Doesn't that look lovely? And it freely separates. It's quite loose. Loose in the caboose. Nice
Very
looking
good.
curds. So chill in the fridge overnight, the kitchen fridge at 4 degrees Celsius or 39 Fahrenheit. So back to Gav to show you the next step of the process. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, excuse me.
So there you have it. That's how you make cottage cheese. So let's have a look at the cheese. So I kept it it's in a glass bowl. It's got a plastic lid on it. It's one of those decor saver sort of things. And the cheese, it's been sitting overnight in the fridge. It's a bit lumpy. Oh, there's some bits.
Bit of a mess.
So it's basically curds that have been slightly salted, and basically this is the undressed version of the cheese. So commercial cream cheese probably uses a little bit different process than this, but this homemade version certainly is cottage cheese.
Could have
It's a
used a
fresh
larger bowl
cheese.
there, I think.
That is to be eaten fresh. It should be eaten within about 7 days. It's very lightly salted. So just by mixing that now,
Nice.
we've getting a little bit of its lumpiness back. It's probably could have used a bigger bowl, but
Oh, could have used a bigger boat.
we'll get rid of all that.
We're going to
Because
need
when
one.
we add in the cream,
Cream.
it dresses the cheese and makes it taste a little bit more creamier, I suppose. Now I could do this with my fingers, but the bowl's probably not big enough. Anyway, we're all loose again after being chilled in the fridge overnight.
Right, we're going to have to pause it
And yes, we're
there,
getting cottage cheese everywhere.
commanders, because the carrier's just about to jump. Back to the carrier, as you can. There we go. 1 minute to go on the jump. So basically what I did there with the cottage cheese was put some cream in, but I'll show you that. I won't get rid of it until... So that'll take us down for the cool down after we finish the jump. And away we go. As she spins up.
Attention. Counting down to jump. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Bah, bah. Never gets old. Oh, there's a big star. How are we going to jump through that? Hope they
The
turn the
fleet
carrier
carrier
in.
has arrived at Zuni. UC-Z C27-3500.
Alright, so we're at Zuni. Zuni UZ. Right, so while we're waiting for that to finish, we'll just we'll dress the cottage cheese. Back to in-flight entertainment. Oh, there he is. Good looking rooster.
Clean table. Right, so what's it taste like? Let's grab a little bit here.
Yum. Cottage cheese. Yum, num, num,
Not
num.
squeaky or anything.
Nice. Fingers.
It's creamy. It's a very simple cheese. So let's dress it with a couple of tablespoons of cream. Let's pour that out.
Oh, that's not coming out, is it?
Gee, this cream's thick.
It's
Come on,
not.
cream. Maybe I need to shake. It's pure cream, no thickness added. Oh. And there's a lot of it here.
There's a
Let's
workout.
see if this pours now. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. All right, so that's 1 tablespoon.
What a messy bloke. 2,
It's 2. I'll go 3, I think.
3,
Oh, it's more.
3,
More than 3. There we go. That'll
4.
do. Here we go. Good, nice cream. Right, so let's mix that in. So this is dressing the cream cheese. May need a little bit more. Not cream cheese, cottage cheese. Yeah, that's looking better.
Heaps
More like
better.
a commercial version.
Oh, that's lovely. I
Trying
can
to keep
just
the
taste
fat
it.
down. I don't want to add too much cream to it.
Yeah, you do. Add some more.
Maybe 1 or 2 more. Probably a couple more. So we're not very creamy down the bottom. A little
It's
bit, probably 1 tablespoon.
Yeah, don't make a mess, Gav.
Maybe 2.
You put that in your mouth.
Oh, that'll do.
1.
Just mix that through. Yeah, that's a better consistency. So that's more creamier. Doesn't look as stodgy, I suppose.
Stodgy.
Let's try some, shall we?
Yeah, go on.
Grab a piece. Yeah, it's a lot smoother.
That's real cream cheese, that is.
And the funny thing, I only put half a teaspoon of salt in it. And the saltiness, now that I've added the cream to it, the saltiness starts to come through as well. Just a little bit. It doesn't need to be too salty. Because you can add cottage cheese to so many different things. In fact, back in the in World War One, just before World War One, when they were starting to ration meat and stuff like that, they said that a pound of cottage cheese was equivalent to about 2 or 3 pounds of meat as far as protein and fat went for your daily allowance. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I read. So that's how you make nice creamy cottage cheese after you add the dressing to it.
Nice.
And that looks pretty good. I am impressed
I'm
with
impressed
this
that he did
cottage
it.
cheese. So
Stop playing
yeah, we'll
with
eat that over the next week.
Which we
I
did.
don't know if I'd go any further because it's, like I said, it's fresh cheese, lightly salted.
Look at
and
that.
thankfully,
Gorgeous.
I only used the 4 litres of milk because, you know, all the recipes that I saw were for like 8 litres of milk, and there'd be double the size of this. What are you going to do with that much cottage cheese? Anyway,
Eat
I'm
it.
glad I used a smaller amount, and it worked out really well. So there you go. I've beaten the nemesis cottage cheese. Let me know what you think of cottage cheese in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinion on the process and what you think if you've made it yourself at home. So don't forget, you can buy the cultures, the rennet and the calcium chloride, the only ingredients I really use for this cheese, at littlegreenworkshops.com.au. So pop over there now. I will list the cultures, the rennet and the calcium chloride that I used in the description down below. Anyway, thanks for watching, Curd Nerds, and I'll see you next time.
Good on you, Gav. He knows his stuff, that bloke. All right. Anyway, while we're here, let's. So we got to Zuni. Hang on. Let's just have a look. Need to go to my carrier management. I'm sure the cooldown's finished by now. Yes, it is. Okay. So opening the Galaxy map, and I want to plug in. So we've got to Zuni UC. Where are we? UCZ. That's what we got. So we're trying to go now to my relic. I think my relic. Plug that corner in, and off we go. We're nearly there. Oh, look at all more stars. Anyway, so actually, do I have all the stars turned on? No, I don't. Toggle all the stars now. It's even more. Alright, cool. Carrier jump. Crazy. Alright.
Fleet carrier jump to Muriel car JIC 93438. Near Muriel car JIC 93438 has now been initiated.
It has. Now, I have to go and check on the doggos. So I will be back in a second. We'll just to watch the screen and have a great time. That's what I want. Oopsie daisy, that's what I want. No, it was great. Cottage cheese with tomatoes, broccoli, and I'm set for lunch. That's nice, Stones. Yeah, thanks, Lars. Yeah, it does taste nice. Stones is getting himself a cup of espresso. I think I might. I'll go and check on the dogs, and we'll go from there. Plank Shifter. Hey, congrats. Thank you very much. What for? What have I done? Back again. I have the dogs. Kim was stressing out. I've also got myself a nice bottle of zero alcohol wine. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. Yeah, so zero alcohol because I can't drink alcohol because of the medication I'm on. So cheers, non-alcoholic wine, lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Almost like the real thing. Anyway, back to the game. We've got 9 minutes. A bit early for you, Stones. Yeah. It is a little bit early. Oh, it's not early for me. What is it? 1944. Nearly at Sagittarius, eh? So we had some in-flight entertainment, I'm sure we did. What did I finish? Quick mozzarella. Who asked for that? Somebody. Okay, let's find that. Go back to the channel page. And we want quick mozzarella. Alright, says this one, the original one, 2.6 million views. Very nice. And this one here, which is the updated one, it says, this is not a beginner's recipe. Okay, so let's spin that back. Well, g'day, Kurt. G'day, Curd Nerds. Right, there we go. Hang on, back. -5. Let's go big. Go big or go home.
Well, g'day, Curd Nerds. Today we're making quick mozzarella.
Needs a haircut.
Yes, quick mozzarella is very simple to make. You don't need any starter cultures. You need a bit of rennet. You need a little bit of lipase if you want. You don't really need that. And some citric acid. So this cheese is not to be confused with traditional or low-fat mozzarella, or even buffalo mozzarella or mozzarella di bufala, which the authentic version is called. This is just a quick and dirty mozzarella. Not really a beginner's cheese unless you follow this tutorial, and I'll be showing you some crucial steps and things to look at when you're making this type of mozzarella. It's not for beginners. I must say that now. It's more of an intermediate cheese.
It is.
Anyway, let me get on and show you how we make quick mozzarella.
Very nice.
So firstly, we sanitize all of our equipment as always. I'm just boiling mine in a little bit of water for 15 minutes. The ingredients for this cheese is 4 litres or 4 quarts of whole milk, 1.5 level teaspoons of citric acid, which is dissolved in 1/4 cup of non-chlorinated water, 1/8 of a teaspoon of lipase dissolved in 1/4 cup of cool non-chlorinated water, and that's optional, 1/2 a teaspoon or 2.5 millilitres of liquid rennet, diluted in 1/4 cup of cool non-chlorinated water, and 1 teaspoon of salt or some brine. So heat your milk to 13 degrees Celsius or 55 Fahrenheit, and while that is happening, we measure out all of our ingredients, making sure that that citric acid is indeed level. Adding the water, giving it a little bit of a stir to make sure it's all dissolved. Then I've got my lipase, which is an enzyme. Just putting that in and mixing that with some water as well. Now this needs to sit for about 20 minutes so it incorporates into the milk properly. So always do your lipase ahead of time. We're measuring out the rennet and we're diluting that in cool non-chlorinated water as well. There we go. So all the ingredients are set up, ready to go for the cheese making. So at 13 degrees, we're going to add in our first ingredient, which is the lipase. Now, if you don't have lipase, that's okay. You don't really need it. It just adds a little bit of flavour the next day. If you're going to eat it the same day, don't worry about the lipase at all.
Don't worry about the lipase.
So give that a good stir through. Now we're going to add the citric acid solution. So pour that in. And give it a good stir. Now you may see the milk slightly curdle. I'm now heating it up to 33 Celsius or 90 Fahrenheit. And before it gets much hotter, I need to check something. I need to check the pH or the acidity of the milk. So I'm getting a tablespoon there, and just scooping it out of the pot, and I'm going to test it with a pH strip. So dip
I've got
that
a
in.
pH
Don't put
meter
the milk
now,
back
Hannah
in, 'cause
Instruments.
It might be contaminated.
Yeah, don't
with
pour the milk
whatever's on
back
the
in.
pH strip. And we're aiming for a pH of between 5 and 5.3. This
Nice.
is essential to make sure that your curds or your mozzarella will stretch. Now notice it's slightly curdled on the top, but once you stir that back in, the curdling kind of goes away. But we're heating that up now to the target temperature of the 33 degrees Celsius. Nearly there. There we go, close
That'll
enough.
do.
So now we're going to add the rennet while slowly stirring. So we stir for no more than about 30 seconds because it tends to split because of the high acidity of the milk. So no more than 15 seconds. Sorry, I'll correct myself. So we're going to let that set now. So cover that, let it set for 5 to 10 minutes. So in this instance, I set mine for 5 minutes, and then we check for a clean break. Now, because the milk is very acidic, it is set straight away. Now, notice the curd kind of looks a little bit sloppy. We're just going to cut that into 2.5 centimetre or 1 inch columns. If I had left it for the 10 minutes, it probably would have been just okay as well. I'm going to heat the curds to 40 degrees Celsius or 105 Fahrenheit. Notice the curds kind of may fracture, they have in my case anyway, but they look like scrambled eggs. And that's okay. Don't throw it away. Now, if the whey is clear, then you're certainly okay to proceed. If it's all cloudy, then something's gone wrong. Either the pH levels aren't correct, or you're using ultra heat treated milk, and that won't work for this recipe. So you can see there that we've got a nice yellowish or clear whey, and the curds are kind of looking like scrambled eggs. So we're going to transfer the curds into a cheesecloth lined colander now. So just putting
Mozzarella.
a wet cheesecloth that I boiled and tipping the curds into it. This will separate out the curds in the whey. There we go. So we're going to place the curds, only drain that for about a minute tops. Now, to make sure that everything's gone okay, you will find that the curds don't stick to the cheesecloth. They should come away cleanly, and put them into a microwave proof bowl. As you can see there, everything came away cleanly. Very good. Okay, so we're going to microwave on high for 1 minute. Now, if you don't have a microwave,
Now we're just going to pause there, curd nerds and commanders, and we're going to go back to the fleet carrier. It's about a minute 20 to go before we jump through this star. Not quite sure how that works physically, but that's what we're doing. Right, so powering up the drive. The helmsman's got his iPad out. He's playing Tetris, I think. And away we go.
Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Straight through the star. Maybe we went around it. I don't know. Seems strange to me. Alright, so we're here, allegedly. Well, this is not
The fleet
Sagittarius
carrier has
A.
arrived at Mirialk, RJ-I C9-3438.
Oh, and there's a little star this time. Alright, so let's just have a quick look-see. I don't want to leave me seat. We're looking at this. And, okay, so go to navigation. I just can't put the coordinates in yet, but just scrolling out, we are oh so close. It's so bright. We're that close to Sagittarius A. 2 jumps, I think it is. Well, that's where it is there, and we're here. And about a bajillion stars. So cool. Anyway, let's just, can we get out of this? There we go. Back to carrier management. We'll just... we've got 2 minutes. Yeah, we'll finish off the cheese, shall we? Let's finish the cheese. Okay, cheese time it is.
Wave. I'm going to put an alternative recipe down into the description of the video so you can still follow along.
That's right. So if you don't have a microwave, in the description of this original
1 minute's
video,
up.
there's
Now,
a
some
way
of
to
the
do it in
whey
your pot.
should be expelled, and just pour that off with your hand. And depending on the quality of the milk, this is very good quality milk, and I found that the cheese started to melt already. It was almost ready to stretch now, but I followed through with the recipe. Just give that a very gentle knead. It's very hot, and
Very hot.
we need to pour off that excess whey. If it's cloudy like that, that's fine as well.
Hot,
So I'm
hot,
going to pop
hot.
it back in the microwave on high for another 30 seconds. So once it's finished, pull it out. Just fold it over a little bit. This is very stretchy. I probably could have stretched it now. As you can see, it's very stretchy, but I wanted to get a little bit more moisture out of it. So pour off any of the whey. It's very hot. Just knead it a little bit.
Hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, too hot for my sensitive IT hands, that's for sure.
That was when I was back working.
So it's best to use heavy rubber gloves.
Go
I
get your
should have
gloves.
had them ready because I've made this recipe so many times now, and they really come in handy. These are nice and clean. I clean them after every cheese making session where I use them. So I'm just going to give them a wash in hot soapy water now, and then rinse them off. There we go. Also got some white vinegar handy in that bottle there, just not diluted or anything. Just give that a quick spray. and we're all ready to handle it. So carefully knead it to release some of the whey. Now, like I said, at this stage I probably could have formed it into balls. It is very stretchy as it is, but it didn't make a shiny surface, so I knew that it probably needed to be heated up a little bit more. So watch for the shiny surface, then you'll know it's ready to form into balls and put into the cold water. So it's not quite hot enough, it's not stretching enough for my liking, so we're going to pop it back in the microwave again in a second.
Well, we'll just pause there. We need to get the coordinates, that's what we need. So coordinates on the same page. So we got to the first MyRec, so we need to go to that one, and then so we jump to there, and then we could jump to Sagittarius A. So back to the game. Open the Galaxy map. Plug in the new coordinates, and that's 499.96 light years away. So we'll set the carrier destination. Very cool.
Fleet carrier jump to Muriel Car LLC 216638, near Muriel Car LLC 216638, has now been initiated.
Right, so we can go back to the in-flight entertainment. Now that that carrier jump has been initialized, here we go. Before we do, I'm sure there are some comments in the chat which I haven't seen yet. Let me just have a look. What's the star moved out the way? Right, yeah, righto. You don't have a microwave oven, stones. That's okay, because like I said, there is, if you go find the original recipe, I can put that in the chat in a minute, the link to it. You can use a pot, which is good. Have you ever tried to smoke your own cheese? I have. I have a smoked cheese video as well. My grandmother used to make a thing called Rige Ost, where she used some straw to smoke a cheese. Oh, very nice. Very ingenious. Alright, so we can go back to the... Oopsie daisy, I'm in control of that, not that. Go back to the video and finish off this mozzarella, shall we?
So for a final time, pop it in for a final 30 seconds on high.
I had to clean the microwave buttons after that.
Just cleaning off my gloves there. There we go. As the warning says, careful, it's hot. It is indeed.
Look at that.
Right, so you can add the salt now, the 1 teaspoon of salt, or salt it to your taste, of course, you can do that. But in my excitement of all the stretching, I forgot to add the salt. So you can brine this cheese as well, and you'll see that step in the next stage. So after a good stretching there, don't stretch it too much, as you noticed, but it's certainly hot enough to keep stretching, so it's ready to make that surface nice and shiny.
You go shiny by itself after you stretched it a few times.
Show off.
Oh, he is a show off.
There we go. So the surface is now shiny on the mozzarella, so pull off a piece and form it into a ball shape. You just fold it over, and then between your thumb and forefinger, give it a bit of a squeeze, and a ball comes off. There we go.
Snap it off.
Pop it in the cold water. Now, I used to put these in iced water, but I've changed that because I don't want them cooling down so rapidly on the outside that the inside stays hot. So I found that cool water works a lot better. So I'm just squeezing off another mozzarella ball there. There we go, pop it in the water. Probably get a couple more out of this. There we
we go. Nice and shiny. There we go. Give it a bit of a twist. And we've got another ball. Fantastic.
Nice
And
cheese.
for the final one. So I got 4 decent sized mozzarella balls out of this. Or maybe more. And a little one at the
Four
end.
and a baby one.
So we just allow those to cool for 10 minutes in the cool water. Now if you've already salted them, forego this step, you don't need to do this. So if you choose to brine them, pop them in the saturated 18% brine for 10 minutes. And there's a recipe link for the saturated brine coming up now. Okay, so once they're brined for the 10 minutes, you can remove them from the brine and serve or store. You probably only store them for one day because they tend to go a little bit flat in the container in the fridge. So I tend to eat them straight away fresh or serve them up within a few hours. So you just simply slice them, and if you want to make a calabrese salad, then you can just slice them up, slice some tomato and some basil with a little drizzle of olive oil, and they'll turn out absolutely fantastic. So they look lovely. Bit of tomato
Nice.
for the taste test, and a few crackers. Lovely.
Love a good cracker.
And there they are in all their glory. So serve with fresh tomato, fresh basil if you've got it, and drizzle with olive oil, and don't forget the salt and pepper. Anyway, over to Gav for the taste test.
So we've made the quick mozzarella. It was very simple. One thing I forgot to do was, and you'll see that in the instructions before this, is that I forgot to add the salt at the third microwaving. What you can do is just pop it in brine like I did. I put it in brine for about 10 minutes and it turned out fine. So it slices
Ben, we're
very
two
well.
jumps away.
It
This
is
one and then
stringy.
one
It
more.
pulls apart like normal mozzarella does, which is absolutely fantastic. That's what I like to see.
An 070,
It's just
mate.
the right amount of salt. So let's just try a little bit of mozzarella, quick mozzarella, not to be confused with the real thing. Bit of tomato. What I need is some pepper and salt.
Go the pepper and salt.
Back again. Some pepper and salt. You cannot have this without a bit of pepper and salt. There we go.
Nice.
Look at that. Now let's bung it in.
Ah! Bang it in. Such an Aussie, this
Oh.
bloke. Oh,
I've dropped half of it.
the dogs loved it.
Oh. This is delicious. It's even got a little bit of a squeak to it.
Nice. Good mozzarella.
That is nice cheese. Oh, I'm dropping it everywhere. Too good to drop.
It's the crackers I was dropping, not the cheese.
No, that's very nice. It's not creamy like buffalo mozzarella. You won't get that with cow's milk. I use the nice unhomogenized milk, one of the best ones you can get here in Australia anyway. And it is salted just right. It's not creamy, but it is certainly stringy, and it tastes lovely. So there we go, look, there's some stringiness. That's from the minimal stretching that I did.
Nice.
Oh, can't stop eating it, so good. It is a quick and dirty cheese. There
Not
to
dirty,
impress people.
just quick.
And impress yourself. It certainly impressed me this time round. I really enjoyed it. So very simple to make. If you want to get the ingredients or the kits, pop over to littlegreenworkshops.com.au. You'll see there's mozzarella kits there. Yeah, you'll have no trouble making it from that kit. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so and ring that little bell, and you'll be notified of all the cheesy content on the channel. Well, thanks for watching, Curd Nerds, and I will see you next time.
Very cool. I'll give it a thumbs up. There you go. I like him. Very nice. There it is. That was the cheese. That was quick mozzarella. We seem to have somebody else join the stream. Who's that? we've got Ben. I think I said hello, Ben, already. So yeah, so this jump and then one more jump and then we're there. Stone says, I sent you a recipe, added a small video on Discord. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. I'll have a look at that. But Ben, you missed the, I don't know if you're watching, before, you missed the farmhouse cheddar at the start of the stream. So I suppose you could rewind and go back, or just go search for farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns, and you'll see the recipe over on the YouTube channel. So we've got 6 minutes before we jump. I'll just sit back and enjoy some of this non-alcoholic wine. Cabernet Sauvignon. It's very tasty. I'll look after... Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, it's good. I actually made a decision. I'm going to remake that farmhouse cheddar with peppercorns. The video is pretty crappy, actually. It was made 14 years ago. I'm a little bit better at making videos these days than I was back then, so probably would go down a treat, actually. The video, that is, and the cheese. Cool. So I hope everything's well with you and yours, Ben. It's good to see so many people watching tonight. We've got 16 on the YouTubes and 4 on Twitch. Thanks everybody for joining me for this. We've got 2 carrier jumps to go, and then we're at Sagittarius A. It is a good reason to make cheddar. There's no good reason to make cheddar. It's just great making it. So, but yeah, all good fun. All good fun. So what am I going to do when I get to Sagittarius A? Well, I don't know. That is a good question. Have a look around. Don't get sucked into the black hole. Hopefully that's a thing you can't do. I don't want my carrier to go into the black hole. That would be worse too. I'd lose my carrier in a black hole. That's not good. What else? There is a station nearby, as I mentioned at the start of the stream. 3.6 light years from the black hole, so that may be something to go and have a look at. In fact, I probably will do that tonight, seeing we've got a bit of time up our sleeves. The good lady wife wants me in at 9 o'clock, so are we going to make it? Yeah, I think we will, yeah. Which is just under 50 minutes away. So, yeah, that'll be good. She wants to talk to me about something. That means I have to do some work somewhere. Oh, well. It is what it is. Now, if I just had some cheese, that would be amazing. I should have bought some in when I bought the glass of wine in. Oh, well. I'll let you all eat cheese while you're watching this. But what I will do, I actually have some cheese in my little fridge over here that I made today. I'll show you. Well, actually, I made it a week ago. The cheese is now in its marinade for a week, which will be great. Warning, Will Robinson.
Carrier is now in the pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
They have. Locking up the hangar. Put the hangar lids on. Very cool. No more red wine. That's the cause of gout. Not when it doesn't have any alcohol in it, Keith. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so it's no alcohol. I'll briefly, I can show you. Can I show you? See? 0 alcohol. So, no gout for me. But yeah, finally it actually has gone. So the gout in my two toes. So that's good. So we're going to go straight through this star as well, by the looks of it. Maybe it'll jump out the way again. Curse is foiled. Yeah. Yes, I can't. I haven't been able to drink alcohol since, and not that I'm counting or anything, since the 1st of July 2024, so last year. So it's been a few months now, or years. It's been a year and a bit. So I can't drink it because was it just great? No, it was wine, and then it had the alcohol removed somehow, and the wine is still wine. Tastes like wine. It doesn't taste like grape juice at all. A lot of the sugar's gone. Alright, so we're just about to go.
Attention. Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Engage. Through the star. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, I think even when I went off the medication, it went off for about 2 weeks before the pain came back, for the back pain. I chose not to drink then too, so, you know, I've got a couple of cases of the non-alcoholic. I prefer the white wine. I got a Sauvignon Blanc that's really nice. And I drink non-alcoholic beer as well. So the we're here. Non-alcoholic beer as well is nice.
The fleet carrier has arrived at Mirialk, RL-LC 21-6638.
It's very hoppy. Alright, so we are here. We can go to the carrier management. Okay, so we are at 1 jump to go. Oh, so good. Alright, let me just bring up the thing. What's it called? The spanch. Yeah. Right, so we have, here it is, final jump, Sagittarius A. It's only 438.7 light years. So I'll just copy that. There we go. And I hope this is not going to doom my carrier and smack into it or something. We have 45% fuel left. We got to wait 2 minutes. So we shall wait 2 minutes and drink more wine. Very nice. So it says on the bottle, let me just read this out. This Cabernet Sauvignon has had the alcohol gently removed and remains full flavour. Hints of spice and ripe plum aromas. This wine has a delicious dark fruit notes with a long finish. Yes, I can attest to that. It says contains no more than 0.5 alcohol per volume. Yeah, so nice. It actually has to list all the things that went to making the wine. So it says de-alcoholized wine, 95%. Says it has got some grape juice concentrate in it. There you go. There you go. It's got gum arabic, preservatives, 220 and 224, processing aids, egg and milk to clear it up, I would think. But yes, it was wine before it started. Why would they add grape juice? Well, it says it's one of the ingredients after the wine. Anyway, very nice. Minchinberry. Where's it made? It's made in Australia. Where is Minchinberry? It doesn't say with the factory. Oh, yes, it is. Made by Pinnacle Drinks in Sydney, New South Wales. There you go. Right, 50 seconds until I can put in the final jump. Sagittarius A. Very excited. We've got enough fuel in the tank. Don't talk about the half bottle next to it. It's not. There's not. It's grape juice. There you go. You're all funny, you blokes. No, there is no other wine bottle next to it. Honestly, trust me. I'm a cheesemaker. So I'm not even getting merry. I'm normally this merry anyway. Anyway, I don't even know if you can you drink on the stream? I suppose you can. I have a bottle of unopened 12-year-old Glenfiddich whiskey next to me. Why is it unopened? Non-alcoholic beer makes me so tired. Really? It's just like a malt drink. No, it actually tastes quite well. My half bottle, not yours. Oh, okay. Right, right. Now I understand. You blokes are funny. Right, we can jump. We can jump. Sagittarius A, here we come. Sagittarius A with the star next to it. I don't know what the difference is. All the way to the centre. Okay. Here we go. I hope I haven't done something really bad now.
Fleet carrier jump to Sagittarius at asterisk, near Sagittarius at asterisk AB, has now been initiated.
Sagittarius, honestly? Come on, ED Copilot. You can do better than that. Right, so in 14 minutes, so what are we going to talk about, guys? I got an unopened Zaki, 12 years old, hidden away for a special day. You know, sometimes special days are today. Today is a special day. We're all here. We're all alive. We're all jumping in my carrier. So, yeah, there's special days all the time. So cool. Well, the doggos have calmed down. They're sleeping under my feet there. So that's a good thing. They're not barking and hassling mum all the time. If you don't like the way she said Sagittarius, you should hear how she says the metal lead. The metal lead? Oh, lead. Oh, right. When we pick up lead. Yeah, I'll have to listen to her. Haven't picked up lead for ages. Every time you go mining, it just picks up the chunks, and she never announces it. It's only when you go over it, as in run over it or pick it up from out of some other poor bugger's crashed spacecraft. Well, I hope this isn't anticlimactic, you know. We've come all this way to go for this final jump. Mine are at my feet, keeping my feet warm. Yeah, I got one sitting on me left foot, and the other one's resting on the other dog. So they're kind of all keeping warm together. It's going to be a chilly one tonight. We're in the middle of spring, and we got a frost warning. So I'm going to have to go after this I'll have to go and cover up my tomato plants, which are growing really well. Last thing I want is bloody frost-bitten tomatoes. They'll all bloody die off. They're about 40 centimetres tall already, so they're doing well. Some have got flowers on them too. So we'll have tomatoes by Christmas, which will be fantastic. Great in salads and stuff like that on Christmas Day. Might even whip up some mozzarella, because we've got some basil growing too. Keep it for another 12 years. Nice one, Keith. So yeah, fresh heirloom tomatoes are just amazing. I don't know if anybody, I don't know if you guys grow your own fruit and veg, but here we can grow tomatoes for at least 6, sometimes 8 months of the year. So I'll be putting, at the end of November, I'll put in another batch, probably 4 or 5 more plants. So it depends if that special day is going to happen before the 12 years. Yes. So I believe we're hanging around for 2 days at Sagittarius A, and then we're going to do 2 jumps of 11, 2 sets of 11 jumps to get to somewhere in Colonia, and then we'll go and visit the we'll go and visit the engineers there. I think there's a few engineers that we haven't seen. Hopefully I've got all the stuff for it and the prerequisites. That's something I never thought of. I'll have to have a look at that offline. Pretty sure I got the materials. It must have material traders. And I also I'll do all the working outs today. Okay, Ben. Thank you, Fleet Navigator. I can't remember, what did I call you yesterday? What did I give you the moniker of? Fleet Pilot? Fleet Navigator? Something like that. Squadron Navigator. Yeah, so that'll be good, Ben. And we put that up on the Discord, and we'll Flight Navigator. That's the one. There you go. I knew it was something like that. Squadron Navigator. Fleet Navigator. Alright. 9 minutes ago. The tension is building. Just about to get to Sagittarius A. Big black hole. Never seen one before. Hope we don't replicate the movie. Black Hole, that is. The Disney movie, which is very dark. It's a very dark movie. For Disney, that's for sure. Still stands pretty good today, actually. I think I watched it about a year ago, and yeah, it wasn't bad, if that makes sense. I enjoyed it as a science fiction movie. Something that Disney movies they don't do very much of. Too many princesses. But I loved, it was Bob the robot. He was so cool. Yeah, it was a great film, Ben. Scared me as a kid, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I think I was an adult when I first saw it. But yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, we'll see in the middle of Sagittarius A, we'll see a little figure of I can't remember what that bad robot was called, and Maximilian Schell. He was inside the bad robot. Maximilian. There you go. You would have been scared watching Bambi. Funny story about Bambi. I was a very reckless young man. I was about 8 or 9 years old. Not that I was a boy. And I was very inquisitive. I was into science and chemistry and electronics and all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to see what was inside of a 22 caliber bullet, a .22. My dad had one lying around on his workbench. I don't know why he did. Silly thing to do. But I put that bullet in a vise, and as I was squeezing the vise, because I wanted to cut it in half with a hacksaw, right, to get a cross section like they do in the books. Go figure. I read too many encyclopedias as a kid, and the bloody thing went off, right? And luckily I didn't have my head over it. The bullet itself went through the roof of the shed, and the brass casing, a piece of it broke off and lodged in my top lip, and I can feel the scar there now. Nice. They rushed me to the hospital. I couldn't tell them. I was hysterical. I couldn't tell them what the hell had gone on. I was only a young lad, and got to the hospital, and the doctor, he's pulling out this piece of brass out of my lip. Nice piece of brass, about that big, right? And Mum and Dad go, what the hell did you do? So I got a stitch in my lip, one stitch, to close up the scar. And I eventually told them. And then Dad went around and collected all of his 22 bullets and put them in a lock box. Yes, it only happened once. These things only happen once. He got the scare of his life, because I could have been leaning over it, just about to hacksaw it, got to blow me hand off, could have gone through me head. Thankfully it was only a piece of brass. The brass, it could have that far, and it could have gone through my eye. Bloody crazy. Oh, Stones, you got a nice scar on your leg due to the same thing. Well, you were trying to cut a bullet in half as well, were you? Or did you put a bullet in a vice? Oh, crazy. Silly thing to do. But, I tell you what, you get a lot cleverer pretty quick. What not to do. So, yeah. Crazy. Oh, the things I did when I was a bloody kid. Growing up on a dairy farm, I did. That's where I did it. Hence my love of the all things dairy. Goodness me. Could have killed myself. Bloody crazy. Anyway, 4 minutes, 30 seconds till we jump to Sagittarius A. You'd think there'd be hundreds of people watching this momentous event. Because, we've only been doing this for, a week and a half? Maybe 2 weeks? All this jumping. Kids A, can't live without them, can't live with them. Yeah, exactly. I did the same to a 12 gauge, but it didn't go off. Oh, so lucky that you didn't get a face full of ball bearings there, Ben. Looks like I wasn't the only one that tried to cut bullets in half. There you go. Very cool. Or not so cool. Totally agree. Smarter. You get smarter the older you get. My parents never found out. I said the drill slipped. Okay. Well, no, my parents found out because there was blood streaming down my face. Normal boy thing to do. Goodness me. Suppose so. I suppose so. Huh. Oh, time for another glass of non-alcoholic wine. Ugh. Got 3 minutes to go till party time. Alright, might as well put the whole bottle in there. That much. That's a regulation standard drink size, is it? There's nothing in it, so it doesn't matter. Cheers to Sagittarius A. Stones, I had to open all the windows because you could smell the cordite. I suppose you could. Yeah, mine was in an old tin shed, so I just remember my ears were ringing and I knew it screwed up. Yeah. Yes, I had a ring. I still get a ringing in my ears occasionally from that same event. It's crazy. When things are really, really quiet, it starts to ring. It's weird. Flashbacks, PTSD, all that stuff. The stories. The stories. I can't even remember why I was saying that story, telling that story. Oh, Bambi, that's what triggered it. See, that was the trigger word. Bambi was the trigger word. Oh yeah, so the end of the story, sorry, we got a minute to go, was that as a treat, my parents took me to the drive-in. I don't know if you guys know what a drive-in is, but drive-in theatre, where you drive your car into the theatre. It's just a big paddock with a big white screen. And I couldn't have any salt because of the recently stitched scar. So I had some hot chips and no salt on the hot chips. They were bland as anything. Anyway. And I watched Bambi, and showing was Bambi and Thumper, of course, and all the other birds and stuff. Right, Sagittarius A in 1 minute, and we all turned out normal-ish. Speak for yourself, Keith. I don't know how normal I am. Bloke who makes cheese on YouTube and plays Elite Dangerous. Kim says, are you going to go fly spaceships tonight? I said, yes, honey. I'm going to fly my imaginary spaceship. All right. Here we go. Off to the center of the galaxy. Not even Captain Kirk could get this far. Apparently there's a Great Barrier.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very exciting. Oh, glass in hand. Celebration time. Celebration time. Come on. There you go. Woohoo! We're nearly there. Nearly at the center of the universe, galaxy, not universe. Hope it doesn't suck me in. Hope I stop far enough away. I hope this helmsman down here knows what he's doing. I wonder if we'll be facing it. Okay, we're here. What can we see?
The fleet carrier has arrived at Sagittarius, a star.
Well, it looks the same to me. There's a disappointment. I think I need to get
We
out.
have a places of interest entry for this system, filed under exploration.
All right, what would that places of interest be? Let's just get out of this, and I want to go to ED Copilot. ED Copilot says places of interest. Supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. It's worth about 620,000 credits in exploration value, but unique place in the game. Okay, let's get out and have a look, shall we? Why not? Why not? Back to the game. Thank you, Edie Copilot. Let's get out of my chair. Well, we haven't been sucked into the black hole, so that's a start. I blame the flight take. The navigator. Oh, there we go. Hey, we're at the center of the galaxy. Where's the people on the seat? They've all run away. Run away! Brave Sir Robin ran away. Right, so all my staff's mutinied. Go to your Mandalay. Thanks, Ben. Hell of a trip, indeed it was. We made it. And you get to fly 2 carriers here. Alright, let's get out and have a look. I'm obviously not going to be the first person to discover Sagittarius A. The stars on the staff are on the deck clapping. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Right, so which ship am I in? I'm in Kurt Explorer. Yep. Okay, I'm in my Mandalay. Right, I am. I'm good. Alright, let's rock and roll, shall we? Let's have a look. Yeah, the staff are all in their spacesuits waiting for their the Admiral to go.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamps released. Launch confirmed.
Okay. So if I do a slow shufty around, just do a quick boost away, away, looking for a black hole. Does anybody know where a black hole is? No, that's not a black hole. That's a... Is it down here? Where's this black hole? It's a good looking carrier. We seem to have misplaced it. Oh, let's do a D-scan, I suppose. Two bodies. Okay. So what's the map look like? Okay, so oh, there's a few carriers here besides me. Looks like we're having a carrier party. Can we? Right, so there's a big black hole, and there's a white star next to it. I don't really want to go into the black hole. Okay, there's somebody else's carrier. So we're actually not near the carrier, so let's, because we couldn't get a parking spot, alright, let's go and pick one of these carriers and go and have a look at it. Some of these carriers I can visit, some I can't. Oh, the Event Horizon. Oh, let's go to that carrier. Yeah, alright, let's go him. Alright, this will be fun. They said. Apparently there's the black hole just there. It's only 217. Alright, so we came out of hyperspace. Yeah, I'm just figuring that out, Ben. Coming out of hyperspace, and we landed 217,000 light seconds away. Looks awesome. I've done it before. Alright, so let's... Yeah, alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh, she doesn't want me to comply.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, she's very loud today. Why is she so loud?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now I'm going to tell you to do something counterintuitive. You need to target it and fly into it. Oh, really? Sagittarius A. I'm going to the Event Horizon, which is a ship next to Sagittarius A. Why would I fly into it, Ben? You're trying to, for shits and giggles, you're trying to blow my ship up, right? Are we going to get some weird, oh, what was the name of that bloody movie? Not Event Horizon. What was it called? Not Inception. It was done by Christopher Nolan. I can't remember. And Matthew, nothing is going to happen. Trust him. Right. I think by flying into a black hole, that would be bad. I did say it was counterintuitive. Okay. You blokes are trying to set me up. Right, let's go a bit faster, shall we? I've got enough fuel. We'll be here for weeks looking for this black hole. Interstellar, that's the one, Keith. Goodness me, I couldn't remember. My head my head was screwed on. I'm going to use quarter of a tank of hydrogen to get here. Alright, I don't want to go too fast into it. Trust us, why would we want you to get killed? I don't know. Because I'm on a live stream? Because you can? I don't bloody know. Nearly there. Just going to see what the fuss is about. Sorry, but I'm not that kind of person. Okay. Thanks, Stones. God, it's a bit of a ways to get there, isn't there? I am that type of person, but not to my mates. Okay. Alright, there is a level of trust starting to build again there, guys. We'll see. I don't know how close this carrier is, the event horizon, to the black hole, but it's starting to get bigger. Mr. Carrier, fly into the black hole. Ah, no, I'm going to the carrier first. I want to look what it looks like first. It just looks so funky when you fly in close. Okay. Oh, look at that. It does look funky. Look at this, bloody carriers everywhere. How come they got to land in the carrier, near the black hole, and I didn't? Too full. Here it comes. I'm gonna land in it in a minute. I'm sure I'll survive if I go in it. What's the worst that can happen? End up in the Delta Quadrant. Ah, Voyager. Funny you should say that. There is a Voyager game coming out, which I'm thinking of streaming soon. Only 400 light seconds away from the carrier. It looks like a big eye. It's the Eye of Sauron. That's what it is. You will... Nothing is going to happen. I don't know about that. It's looking pretty ominous. It's like all the stars are being swallowed up around it. That's big. Fingers crossed. Well done on the true rite of passage. There it is. As Dave once said, oh my God, it's full of stars. I'm on the edge of my seat here. Well, it's not let me go into it. That's what it's doing. It's stopped. Time has stopped. Or nearly. That's what's happening. Time dilation. The centre. Is that another carrier there? There's something orbiting it. I don't know. There's another orbity thing there. Taking forever to get there, guys. For shits and giggles. It'll drop me out of Super Cruise when you get too close. Okay.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Temperature critical. So there you go. I can't go any further anyway. See, you guys are tricking me. There you go. I made it to the black hole. I can't go any further. Am I getting sucked in still? So I'm there. That's what it looks like. It's sucking in all the stars around it. Peaky time. Yes, can I get my ship out? That's what I want to do. Can we do that? So we'll just kind of angle it like that. Here we are. It's a good looking black hole. Can I... Oh, look at that. He's a good looking rooster, isn't he? No, I want that one. That one. I'm going to hide the UI. Sagittarius. I can prove I've been there.
Displaying captured image.
Oh, okay. I've got to have a look. What's the captured image look like? Ha! Gorgeous. Gorgeous. You can all see it anyway. Okay. Can I do any more? Oh, okay. Can I... No, I don't want to turn her... Alright, let's just turn the ship around. So I can get this image. Here we go. Oh, look at that. He's like he's streaming out of the black hole. There's a picture for you. Hey? And I can even see me. Right, there we go.
Displaying captured image.
Can I get a... How do I get a... How do I get a high res one?
Displaying captured image.
Oh. Okay, maybe not. I thought it was Alt F10. Alt F10. Do I have to hold it down? No.
Displaying captured image.
Alright, that's enough captured images. That's enough Gav in his spaceship. Well, let's get out of that. Right, so we're there. I got some pictures to prove it. I love the nav. Can you see the nav? It's looking all very spooky. Where the hell's it gone? Oh, it's over here. Everything's distorted. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Right. So, I'm pretty sure... Right, so, alright, so we've done that. Been there, done that. we we can now Alt F10. I did that. It's not working. I got an F10 one. So, all right, Stones. No drama. Have fun at the shops. All right. So let's go find the my ship again. What's this? A shop? It's got a little suitcase. It says the Centre. What the heck's that? I don't want to go there. Source 2. Okay, so we want the Kurd Crusader is what we want. Lock destination. We can do super... Right, so it's back over this way. Oh.
Freight drive charging.
So we're going back. Align with escape vector. Okay. Let's do that then.
3, 2, 1.
So that was Sagittarius A. We've been there. Okay, so I want to set Super Cruise Assist because I just want it to do its thing. So cool. So cool. Gotta look behind the ship. Oh, I pressed 2. What was that? Oh no. I'm moving away on the galaxy map. That's what I'm doing. Oh, 2 was a bound thing. Right, so I'm heading off. Very slowly moving away from the black hole. So I think I'm in it. I'm trying to get out of it. Oh yeah, I'm getting away now. Very nice. Now there was, Ben said to me, Ben said that there was a place I could go to, Anara. No, if I look at, shit, what am I doing? If I look at places and I go, can I look for stations? Shipyards, there should be a station here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I need to go to Anara. That's what I need to do. And find where the heck Anara. Sorry, commanders. I'm just trying to get my shit together here. I think Ben's already found it for me. Okay. I'll put it in. Oh, so many stars. Okay. What are we going? Where are we going? STUEMEAEFG TAC Y space D7561, which is just here. 3.6 there, and there's a system there. How good's that? Right, so we're going to jump there and have a look. Right.
Setting course for Stumi, FG-Y D7561. Just
Right.
one jump.
Let's
We'll
go
be
to-
there in a jiffy.
We will.
Freight
Let's go.
drive charging.
Thanks, Ben. You're quicker to Nara than I am.
Now jumping to Stumi, FG-Y D7561. This next star is scoopable.
Very nice. So, quite a lot of fleet carriers. Oh, goodness me. 2 stars.
We have reached our target destination.
Thanks.
What's next, Commander?
Well, gets fuel
We
from
have
both
a
of
places
them.
of interest entry for this system, filed under exploration.
Okay.
No bodies have previously discovered biologicals that meet your minimum bioscan value threshold,
So
Commander.
apparently there's a station here. Station. There it is. Explorer's Anchorage. Let's go there. Can't believe this far out. Align with target. There we go. Very cool. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail of the of the thing. Only one place that is further out. Is that over at what's it called? Beagle Point? Something like that? That's on the other side of the galaxy? Yeah, right, okay. So there is an outpost there, is there? Bloody hell. How do these guys survive? So cool. That was really good. I enjoyed that. And thanks, fellas, for telling me to jump into it. I survived. Oh, so we're nearly there. What's this system look like? How many stars has it got? 1, 2, 3, 4. One station, a whole bunch of fleet carriers, and 6 planets. Alright. I was going to say, it's good to be back into civilization, but it's not really civilization, I suppose. I suppose it is. So if your mates tell you to jump into, would you do it? I did. My mates did tell me to jump into a black hole, and I did. That's what my dad would say. That's one of the things he used to say when I used to say, "Oh, but Barry did it. If Barry jumped off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff, Gavin?" No, Dad. That's the one. Bless him. He's still alive too, my dad. Hope you're watching, Dad. Love you long time. Alright, nearly there. So I'm just looking at the, well, next to the nav panel, and it says it looks like an Orbis. Is it an Orbis? The one that looks like an eyeball space station. They're bloody expensive to make. I forgot about how bright is it. So yeah, it bloody is bright. Needs sunglasses. Alright, let's line up with the thingo, the line. Does my head in. We discovered
CD4 is an
C4.
Earth-like. It's not a new discovery, but you can still make some nice extra credits if you go surface scan it, and the view will be nice.
An Earth-like planet. All the way out here. That's amazing. See the things you see. If I hadn't have come out this far, I wouldn't have seen this Earth-like planet. I'll scan it in a minute. Oh, it's got continents and everything. Very cool. That's beautiful. And they got ice caps. Yay! We made it to the center of the galaxy. Well, I've already done that. See, it looks like a black hole.
Peterson, Charlie, Uniform 2. Conflict established.
God, it's been so long since I've seen a station.
Request approved. Set down on landing pad 03. Automated docking approved.
Oh, my God. Yes, the centre of the galaxy is very bright. Einstein... How do you say that? Einksteinen. There you go. Yeah, indeed, Ben. 20,000 light years we've travelled. Probably just a little bit over. And here are the humans. Like rats infesting the galaxy.
Landing gear deployed.
Rightio, coming in. I don't know even why I'm coming here, but... Shits and giggles. Get out, stretch my legs, go to the bar, have a drink. That's what I need to do.
We have docked at Explorer's anchorage. This
I
is
did
our
some
first
damage.
visit to this station, Commander.
Going into the hangar so I can get out. I don't think I got anything cool I can buy. Okay, oh well, we can go to Universal Cartographics, hand in our cartographic data. Taking your time there, Cheryl Lecker. Can't have that much data, can I? I suppose this is the first real place I've been to besides the carrier. I think it's having a heart attack. Alright, while we're waiting, just thinking about it. Am I going to get a shock? Is it going to repeat all the cartographics data that I've done? Or was it just hung? Still making noises, hasn't crashed. Am I going to be a quadrillionaire? Yesterday I found a nice system that would be perfect to colonise. I was already claiming only one little dinky outpost. It was claimed by Scarlett Johansson. Oh, she gets around, you know. Oh, okay. That's it. That took that long, did it? Okay. Alright, so I can't sell it anyway. Bloody wonderful. Alright, let's go to contacts. Got a black market, we've got a search and rescue. And we've got an admin contact. I'm sure I've got some... Oh, I must have handed them all in, did I? Okay, what else you guys got here? Mission boards? What do you got missions? Is the community goal still going? It's been ages since I've managed to get it. Strategic order. Oh, I've already done that. Oh, I'm only in the top 100% now. Somebody's beat me. I'm out of the top 75%. Oh, well, I can't get back there. Somebody's made some money. I'm pretty sure I was in the top 75% before I left. Oh, well, it is what it is. I won't go to the mission boards. Well, that's it. Let's get out and go and have a look around. The next station is Bascom's Pride in Didgeridoo. Oh, Diggy Diggy. Another 11,343 light years. Crazy. Alright, walking. Pardon me. Burps. Where's the hangar door? Oh, it's behind you. God, it's been so long since I've been on a space station. Follow the little lights. Da-na-na. Da, 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 da. I should be finishing up in a minute. Oh, it's a shit fight. Somebody clean this place up. Honestly. Nobody gives a shit, obviously. All the way out here. Alright, we got the stairs. Have a look. Don't you be looking at me. Not much. What brings you here? So, if this is Apex Interstellar Transport, right, where can you go? Can you go anywhere in the galaxy? So if I get a shuttle...
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where would you like to go?
I don't know. You tell me. Can I book? Can I cancel it if I book one? Where can we go? Oh, we can go anywhere. All right. No, I'm not gonna get a shuttle to Colonia. Oh, that would be funny. Alright, no, sorry. I was just shitting you. Alright. What's this? She want to have a drink? Oh, alright. No, I don't know what she wants. Oh, there's a bar. How good's this?
Hey,
There's it.
Commander. What can I
Hi.
get for you?
I don't know. You
So,
tell
how may
me.
I be of service today?
Oh, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Have a look. The only thing you won't find is a discount.
Oh, okay. These are things for space suits and stuff. Well, I don't need this tech. This tech's for stuff. I don't know.
Anything else I can help you with?
I don't know. Could I got anything to sell? What can I sell? You had nothing to sell. Okay, that'll be about right, won't it? Okay, see ya.
Alright, it's your loss.
I know. Don't get snippy with me. Oh, these guys are all just hanging around the bar. Very cool. So cool. It's been a while since I've been here. Well, never. Got trucks. Oh, they just go round and round, do they? Don't know what those trucks do, actually. And they got containers. Any of these guys want to talk to me? Hi. How are you? G'day, mate. G'day. Alright, don't talk to me then. What's going
We've got
down?
machines which can travel faster than light, but we still can't outrun our violent tendencies.
Why you got no hair? Oh, these guys have got hair. Alright, I don't want to talk to the non-hairy people. What's she doing? Looks suspect. Hi. Hello. No, but I don't have anything to sell. Alright, let's get out of here. Need to get some cleaning staff, I think. Or have some rubbish bins. It's behind you. It's a pantomime. Yeah. Alright, and there she is. There's the space bug. Star bug. That's the one. Right, Ben's got a tidbit of information here. Let me just read it out. It says on 14th of January 3304, about 4 months after Distance World 2 expedition had been announced and entered the early stages of planning, the first tentative ideas for a science installation to be built at the galactic core were proposed. The creation of this installation was eventually incorporated into the main goals of the expedition. That is a long way to haul a lot of material to make this place. That's crazy. Goodness me. I think my fellow commanders that I'm going to call it a night. That was very amazing. I'll just sit here for a day or two. We'll go exploring tomorrow night. We'll go and have a look around, see what wonderful things. I dare say this might be a fairly well explored part of space. So I don't know how many first footfalls we'll get, but there's a lot of stars, so kind of explored them all. So we'll do that, I think. So thanks for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed the in-flight entertainment. So Ben's going to be bringing both of the carriers up, the other ones, the Agincourt and the Battlestar Pegasus, to Sagittarius A as well, so we can all do the transfer of the tritium. That's what we'll need to do. Yeah, there should be plenty of first footfalls. Thank you very much. And thanks for the cheese and the stream. Indeed. Thank you, Lars. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. 07 Commanders, and this is the Commander Kurd Nerd signing out at Sagittarius A. Center of the galaxy. How cool is that? All right. See you later. Bye.